Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and today I'm going to react to Jamie Lynn Spears' PR attempt to make herself look like less of a snake as she promotes her new book, The Things I Should Have Said. Well, Jamie Lynn, there's only two things you should have said, which was, hey, Britney, let's get you out of this conservatorship. Hey, Lou Taylor, what are you doing to my sister? Hey, Jamie, what's going on, Dad? Let's get my sister out of this. But no, none of that's mentioned in this interview. Instead, Jamie Lynn cries, plays victim, and lies about things in order to save face. What's really crazy about this story as we go through it together, before I even play some of these clips, now I gotta say, this is alleged. So, this is not confirmed, but it does seem like this would make sense. But allegedly, she shot this appearance inside Lou Taylor's $1 million mansion. On top of that, she's like wearing Lou's wardrobe. I mean, this has Lou all over it. This whole interview was just a PR plan. In fact, you can even see, here's the interviewer herself. Takes enormous personal courage to speak your truth, and reveal so much of yourself. Your book is a revelation. I mean, this is the interviewer who interviewed her. She's clearly not biased. She's clearly not friends with Jamie. That's the problem I have with this interview. This was not an interview. This was a puff piece. This was a PR play, softball, GMA interview in an attempt to normalize and make Jamie Lynn seem like, oh, she's really the victim here. She's gone through so much of her career. Dude, why is she even out there? This is the last thing Britney wants right now. I can't imagine everything that Britney's going through. She wants her sister out there trying to play it up like she's the one with her issues. So let's go through the first part of this interview. We're going to go live today at around 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live to do a full breakdown of both parts in full of this conversation. But I really wanted to start with the portions about Britney here and give you sort of a summary of things. There's so much to unpack here. But first up, they ask,
should have said, why write this book?
Good question. Because she wants money and she's trying to save face. But let's hear what she says.
It was really important to me to, first off, honor my voice. I have to do it, or how else can I expect my daughters to stand up for themselves?
Stand up for what? Stand up for what? And if you want to stand up for your daughters and honor them, why aren't you there getting Britney out of the conservatorship? Where were you? Why were you in the condo that she bought and constantly ignoring the fact that, yeah, that was Britney's condo? Why are you ignoring the fact that you were absolutely involved in trying to push around money in a shady way to some of Lou Taylor's companies? The woman whose pantsuit and house you allegedly are in. But again, even all that aside from that, wouldn't that be the better thing for her daughters to see? But no, I had to defend myself. She's always about like playing, I got to fight back.
I have to do it, or how else can I expect my daughters to stand up for themselves?
Always against the ropes, Jamie Lynn is sort of how it's very telling the way she says that right out the gate.
Unstable upbringing.
Then it's boohoo. First of all, I've spoken to people inside the circle. She loves Big Jamie. She always loved Big Jamie. That's what she called Jamie Spears, her dad. She was obsessed and loved her dad. So I'm not even trying to, like, of course, everyone loves their dad, even if sometimes if they're bad people. But this sort of now playing against the dad for sympathy tears. Oh, my dad had such a problem with his alcohol and stuff, and that's what caused this issue.
You wrote in the book, he spent most of my life in that cycle of ruinous behavior. His bouts of drinking always caused me periods of torment and sorrow.
She's like, did we write that? I didn't write the book. Someone else wrote it for me, but that sounds about right.
How did his drinking shape your lives?
For me, it was
your lives, including Britney. It's all this is sort of still connected to Britney in a way. And let's not forget, Britney went all through this too, right? And Britney was the bigger star who had bigger spotlight on her this whole time.
Created a lot of anxiety. The hardest part was like, could I trust you? Are you drinking? Are you not? It was something that no kid should have to question.
She also describes the close...
Right, but that's the person who's in charge of your sister's conservatorship, who you supported. You loved your dad, and you never questioned it throughout the 16 years. But now the dad's bad news. Now Jamie's bad news. Got it.
With her sister, who is 10 years older.
I felt like she was another mama.
Jamie Lynn says as the years passed, she noticed Britney's behavior begin to change.
Words that you've used in the book to describe her behavior over your lifetime was erratic, paranoid, spiraling.
Now, those are the words Jamie Lynn uses to describe her sister, who she's the biggest supporter. Oh, some real nice sisterly, spiraling, erratic. My God, you think that's what your sister wants right now? You think this book with that kind of language, talking about your sister's erratic behavior, is helpful right now, given everything she's been through?
How do you see your sister's state of mind currently?
I can't really speak to anyone else's state of mind. I don't think that.
Then why'd you do it earlier? Why are you speaking to her state of mind as erratic and things prior? I'm not going to do it now because I don't know her. She's not talking to me anymore is the real answer, right? But
It's fair, but
it's not fair to judge someone's state of mind. Okay, but
I'm allowed to say how I felt in those because that matters.
I'm allowed to say what I felt in those because it matters. But it's completely not fair to judge someone's state of mind. But it matters. Which is it? Like, your sound bites don't even make sense. It matters. My voice matters. What? Dude, you're not the one who's just locked in a 16-year conservatorship. You're the one who's been reaping the benefits. It's not about you, Jamie Lynn, right now. The timing couldn't be more tone deaf. When your sister's off and years later been better and you want to make up with her and then you want to release this book with her support, then great. Why is it about you right now?
It matters that I was in pain.
In 2008,
It matters that I was in pain.
Britney was put into a heavily scrutinized conservatorship. Last June, before it was dissolved, Britney...
You know all this.
What was your reaction when the conservatorship was dissolved?
I was happy. First off, I don't understand. When it was put into place, I was 17-year-old. I was about to have a baby, so I didn't understand what was happening, nor...
Oh, but you knew she was erratic and spiraling. Another telling reveal, Jamie Lynn, that I don't see a lot of people catching. I was so young, I had no idea what was happening. But I did notice her erratic, spiraling behavior. I'm allowed to have those thoughts, right? I'm allowed. It means something. But I'm too young. You can't have it both ways. That's why we don't like you. You are so disingenuous. You are a snake. You change your opinion on the drop of a dime. You have no consistency in your stories ever. And this is a puff piece set up clearly by Lou and her friends in her house to make sure they don't ask enough hard questions. It's just embarrassing, this piece. I can't imagine this didn't make Britney livid. This is only going to splinter your relationship even further, I would think.
Was I focused on that? I was focused on the fact that I was a 17-year-old about to have a baby. I understand just as little about it then as I do now.
Oh, she understands nothing about it now. Oh, I don't buy that for a second. And way to ask more questions. Way to do your homework, interviewer, and not ask, well, what about the condo? What about you moving the funds over to Lou Taylor's company? Oh, you're probably friends with Lou, too. That's why you got the interview.
You talked in the book about the role that you were asked to play in the conservatorship.
There was a time where my sister asked me of her trust and will if I would...
Oh, your sister asked you. I hope Britney confirms that. Hope Britney confirms that. Now, Jamie Lynn, they told me Britney told me. They told me it was Britney's choice. No, it was the executors put you in there, and then you were trying to move it around. Lou Taylor, allegedly, I always got to be careful. She's very litigious. But she was caught, and she stepped down because she got caught moving it around to Lou Taylor and her companies. That's so shady. And that's when she got caught. She stepped down, guys. But she had no involvement.
Be the person who assured that her boys got what they needed. Whether she's in a conservatorship or not, that was a very normal thing, I thought. Once I realized that, you know what, she's in a conservatorship, I felt like I just didn't want to be a part of until maybe she was out of the conservatorship. So
her boys are screwed. Once I realized she was in the conservatorship, I decided it'd be better if I'm not involved until she's out of the conservatorship. And I'll just wait 16 years, and her boys can just deal with whatever the ramifications of the 16 years is. Because I don't know better. But she's erratic and spiraling. Oh my God, you are the worst. You're caught every other word in admitting that you knew better. Yeah, this conservatorship was bad. I didn't want anything to do with it. I was going to wait till she was out. Then get her out.
there was no me overseeing funds or something like that. And if that was, it was a misunderstanding. But
oh, it was just a misunderstanding, guys. It was just a misunderstanding. Oh, okay. If there was, it was just a misunderstanding. The defense there is insane.
either way, I took no steps to be a part of it.
Jamie Lynn revealing for the first
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
time she even tried to give Britney the resources she needed to end the conservatorship.
Oh my God. This is just the most. You ready for this one? Jamie Lynn is the hero, guys. Jamie Lynn tried to end the conservatorship before everybody else. You ready for this one?
I've always been my sister's biggest supporter.
Except for now, doing this interview that was unasked for, calling her erratic, spiraling, etc. But no, she's the biggest supporter of her sister. Okay.
So when she needed help, I set up ways to do so.
Oh, okay. When she needed help, she set up ways. It's Brittany. Did you know that?
I went out of my way to make sure that
What?
she had the contacts she needed to possibly go ahead and end this conservatorship
She had the contacts possibly to end it. Darting around because I don't know what I'm supposed to say off my script.
and just end this all for our family if it's going to cause
End this all for our family. They're the ones who put her in, dude. Like, you can't be that dim.
this much discord. Why continue it?
So you didn't.
If it's going to cause this much discord, why continue it? I mean, I know it's a lot of money and all, but it's starting to get a lot of pressure, guys.
always agree with the conservatorship.
It wasn't about agreeing with the conservatorship. Everyone has a voice and it should be heard. So if she wanted to talk to other people, then I did. I set that up. I even spoke to her legal team.
So she's acknowledging and admitting there, just slightly. She doesn't even, I don't think, realize she did it. She's acknowledging, yeah, Brittany wasn't allowed to talk to anybody. So if she wanted to talk to other people, I helped set it up, is what she's saying.
Her legal team, previous legal team. And
That wasn't her legal team, Jamie Lynn. That's the problem. It was Lou Taylor, Jamie Spears, your dad's legal team. The legal team you're going to go after right now is your family's legal team, not Brittany's legal team. They never had her best interest in.
that did not end well in my favor. So
Oh, it did not well end. It didn't end in her favor. Got it.
I did take the steps to help, but how many times can I take the steps without, she has to walk through the door.
Can you believe that? She has to walk through the door. Which door? The door to her bedroom? The door to her garage? The door to her bathroom? How many doors do you think she's got in that house? She wasn't allowed anywhere else, dude. I helped you, Brittany. I tried. I gave you contacts, but it's up to you to follow through and actually do it. Dude, we got people who are, her dad and people were literally recording her in her bedroom. We've proven that now. It's out there. You know this. Why did the question ask that? Do you think your dad recorded your sister? Where's that question? No, because it's a puff piece. Because they're being protected, guys. There's so much here that she's just ignoring and trying to play like, I'm not involved. I'm just selling a book. Blah, 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 blah. Brittany needed to walk the door. Oh my God, girl, you are despicable.
There's been speculation of a rift.
Yeah?
Many of Britney's fans attacking Jamie Lynn online. noting that
First of all, no one should be doing that. No one, don't go and do that. Leave her alone. We can have comments here. We can talk in our own community, but leave her alone. Okay? Let her say whatever the hell she wants. Please. This isn't attacking you. This is news and reaction, and you don't want the truth out there. So we're going to call out for the truth, Jamie Lynn. But I'm sure she'd label me a hater who's just attacking her.
that Britney unfollowed her on Instagram.
Facts.
Britney also posting last July that her sister's tribute performance
Yeah, how
to
she did-
remixes of her
Confusing.
It was so confusing.
To me about that, and I actually have spoke to her about that. And I was doing a tribute to honor my sister and all the amazing things that she's done.
But you've cleared that up with her?
I have cleared up with the fact that I don't think she's personally upset with me about that.
Oh, she threw someone on their bus. That wasn't my idea. That was Mom's idea. Mom made me do it.
Truthfully, I don't know why that bothers her.
despite
I don't know why that bothers her.
their complicated
She's just crazy, erratic, and spiraling still.
relationship. Jamie Lynn says she still has a deep love for her big sister.
What happened to that love?
I'm sorry. I'm not at all affected by this.
What has caused
You caused this, Jamie Lynn. You, to this day, are still causing this. They recorded her in her bedroom.
this rift between you?
That
They
love
were-
is still there.
And you are now just like playing like, I didn't know, and blah, 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 blah. The fact alone that security firm was caught doing that, I've been like, oh my God, I disowned my whole family. That's atrocious. I knew there were some things I should have spoken up more. You're caught. You're all caught. And you got powerful friends who are protecting you to do PR puff like pieces like this. And it's sickening.
100%. I love my sister.
Money. I love my sister's money.
I've only ever loved and supported her and done what's right by her. And she knows that. So I don't know why we're in this position right now.
She went on to describe.
Anyway, that's part 1. Part 2 is coming. We're going to go through more of this with a full panel later today around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come join. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all alerts right there, and smash the like button. What was your favorite part of this Britney-themed interview? There's a whole bunch more if you want to hear. We're going to go through it with you so you can save the views over there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet.